So let's say you've never been camping or boondocking before and you pull up to some BLM land. What do you do now? I use the handy dandy compass on my rear view mirror to set up my rig going north-south. And since the winds are predicted to be relatively mild for the desert, I'm going to set everything up. My Aluminet tarp canopy and my emergency blanket reflector with magnets. One side of the Aluminet gets attached with a bungee ball to the rack on top, and the other side with a regular bungee cord. I have retractable poles that I wish were labeled so I wouldn't have to eyeball this every time, but it works so far. I made my own guy lines out of paracord, and I'm going to see if the knots that I just learned how to make held up from the last time. The lines go on the spindle first and then the tarp. The knots did not hold, so I'm going to have to retie them. Okay, much better. The tarp seems to be sagging a little bit, so I'm going to have to work on that, but I'm happy. My e-trailer windshield cover gets thrown on to stop the sun coming in the windshield in the first place. And even though the sun is still mostly shining on the east side, I'm going to go ahead and set up my emergency blanket tarp. If it's not too windy, I'll also put up the inside windshield reflectix over my driver's side door. If it's warm enough, I'll use one of my USB rechargeable fans to be cooling off my fridge, set my max air fan to circulate air out, and prop my rear door open just enough. Work well done. So it's 3 hours later. Now I have shade on the east side of my rig, in addition to partial shade that my Aluminet gives me. And now on the other side of my rig, because I prepared for this, there's now full sun on the west side. My rodent lights and my Lumi knockoffs are getting charged, and the emergency blankets are warding off the effect of the sun. There has been a little bit of wind, but my guy lines seem to be holding. This one's not as taut as I would like it to be, so I'm going to tighten that up. This is a new to me item. They are window coverings netting that's only one layer. I've used the window pantyhose previously that were 2 layers, and there was no air circulation happening. So I'm happy to try this version. It clips on the inside, and it comes with binder clips to take in the excess. And then that's what it looks like on the outside. So we'll see how that goes. This is the setup that I've come to after trial and error being out here on the road, and you'll need to do the same based on your climate control preferences, your rig, and what works best for you. Start off with a cheap Walmart tarp and some upgraded stakes, and see how easy it is to make your own patio. Practice in your yard or at a local park. You can do this. I hope this was helpful, and see you down the road.